Hello friends, viewers and subscribers. It's so good to see you again here in YouTube, and I hope that you're all doing fine and having an awesome week. For those of you who just happened to click the thumbnail, thank you for dropping by and watching my channel. Sa atin pong mga kaibigang mga Pilipino at sa mga patuloy na sumusuporta ng ating channel, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Since the day when rifles and pistols were invented, the design of firearms continues to improve each year. For instance, if you compare a design of pistol and rifles that were built in the 90s with modern firearms that you see these days, you will notice a huge difference. Maybe you will instantly distinguish that firearms today are lighter and majority have rails, which gives the shooter the flexibility to accessorize the firearm. However, some of these pistols that were built in the 90s has been discontinued and no longer in production. In today's episode of Babulagay Armory, we are going to have a gun that I would say that a classic pistol because it has been discontinued for years. Let's take a look at the Ruger P90 that is chambered in 45Acp. Before we go further, I would like to emphasize that this video does not contain any information or instructions of how to modify your firearms. Also, everything that you see in this video is not for sale. I am saying this so YouTube will not delete or put a strike to our channel. A memorable with diverse character. This is how I describe the pistol that we are about to see. In the 90s, firearm companies were in a high level of marketing competitions, and of course, to attract firearm buyers, gun companies have to come up with a modern firearm designs. I think it was in the early 90s when new designs of firearm began to emerge and populated the market. However, some of these designs or models are no longer available and have been discontinued, like the Ruger P90. The pistol is clear. The P90 is a semi-automatic pistol that is chambered in 45Acp. This is quite heavy and bulky, and for those of you who have experience in shooting a firearm that is chambered in 45Acp, you know that a heavy recoil is expected. The weight of this gun is about 34 ounces. This is a full-size pistol, and the overall length is about 7.8 inches. There you go, I gotta make it right. And the barrel length from here through here is about 4.8 inches. Once the chamber is loaded, this pistol can be fired in double action or single action. This pistol also has an ambidextrous safety. Right here, you can see on this side and of course on the other side. And when the safety is in safe position, like what we are right now, you will see a white dot and the letter S exposed, and this will make the trigger inoperable when the safety is engaged. And when you switch the safety to up position, you will see a red dot indicating that the safety is disengaged and the pistol is ready to rock and roll. As you can see, the grip is ribbed and made of polymer, and it is definitely different looking grip. Looking at the forward part of the grip right here is the trigger guard. Also, you will see a magazine latch right over here, and as you can see, the trigger guard is a little bit oversized, meaning it has plenty of room for shooters who likes to wear gloves when firing the gun. The lower receiver or the frame of the pistol is cast in a lightweight aluminum alloy, and it's hard coated to toughen the frame. Right here. Right here is the slide stop, and it would hold the slide when, there you go, it will hold the slide open or will lock the slide to the rear when the last shot is fired. And of course, by depressing or pushing the slide stop, it releases the slide forward. Looking at the top front of the gun is the front sight with a dot, and the rear sight right here, as you can see, can be adjusted. Also right on the top, it can be adjusted for windage. This pistol comes with two 8-round magazines. Unfortunately, this pistol does not accept the 1911 magazines. Okay, now that we talk about the outside part of this firearm, let us also check out the inside parts. Alright, this pistol is not too complicated to disassemble. Here we have the slide assembly. We also have the frame assembly with all the essential parts to make this gun operable. We have the recoil spring right here and the guide rod, and of course we also have the barrel. Let me take it out, and as you can see, here is the barrel right here. The slide assembly is very well constructed, and it's made out of steel. Pretty much everything that are parts of the slide is made of steel, and the slide also include the sights right here, and also the firing pin. As you can see it inside, and of course the safety right here. Let me see, the frame assembly includes the trigger and of course the external hammer and the magazine release right here. The magazine release. The frame is made out of aluminum alloy, and the only polymer plastic part that I see here is the grip. All right, see, it's not too complicated. It's just, few parts. Now let's have a trigger time with this firearm. Well, hello everyone. We are here again at my favorite place on earth with my buddy David. The weather is so nice, the sun is nice and shining, smiling at us. We have the Ruger P90 with us. There you go, it's clear. And we will have a trigger time with this pistol. Well, with that said, let's go shooting. All right, we are finished shooting this beautiful, awesome handgun, and here is what we think. Well, unlike handguns that we see these days that are made of polymer, the P90 is made out of carbon steel, meaning you have to lube it good because the handgun is vulnerable for corrosions, meaning weapons maintenance is for this firearm is a must and cannot be neglected. And because this gun is made out of steel, it has a little bit of weight added that is noticeable when you hold it in your hand. The gun is a little bulky, and I would not recommend it for concealed carry. Maybe you can have this gun as a secondary where you can put it in your bag in addition with your everyday carry, and it also not bad at all to have this gun as a nightstand gun or an open carry or a range gun. Although I mentioned that this gun is bulky, it feels like it's not that big at all when you are firing this gun in the range. I have a medium size hand, and I can still manage to achieve that solid and good master grip. Pretty cool. Most shooters who had experience with this firearm would describe this gun as built like a tank, and when it's fully loaded, you would definitely feel the weight. This is a 45 caliber pistol, which means expect a heavier recoil compared to a 9mm handgun. I would agree, however, that the weight of this pistol is an advantage because it helps to mitigate the recoil. As you can see right here, the gun has no serrations right in the front or at the back of the slides, and also it does not have rails for accessories. The slide release is slightly large, but it's not that bad. Well, pressing the magazine release. Where is it at? There you go. Pressing the magazine release is not that difficult at all. The magazine will smoothly slide out from the magazine well with no problem. Rocking the slide back when chambering around is very light and smooth, and it does not take a whole lot of force to pull it back. So you can see, smooth. Firing this gun is in double action, like such. Firing this gun in double action will give you at least 9 to 10 pounds of pressure. Pulling the trigger in double action is not that too bad at all. The trigger pull is long, but it is smooth with good break. In single action mode, the trigger pull is about 4 pounds, and the reset travel is short and smooth as well. Most experienced shooters are looking for that reliability characteristic of a firearm. This gun is definitely reliable and will not disappoint you in tight situations. I did not encounter any malfunctions such as failure to feed or failure to eject. And of course, you know what? It doesn't matter how good looking or how beautiful your firearm looks. If it's not reliable, your firearm is just a piece of metal and plastic that is good for display. Like I said, this pistol has been discontinued, but I still see parts available in the internet market. So if you find this around in gun stores, I would say take it and own it. This is an awesome firearm for both home defense and of course recreational shooting. All right, okay my friends, this is it for me. This is your friend Apulakai saying know and follow all the weapons and range safety rules, and let's keep hitting the X-ring. Semper Fi, mabuhay po kayong lahat. Until next time.